everybody? This is Simple Prayers. Hello, everybody. And I just made that video about the Immortals. I gotta shake it up, get it back into my mood because people don't know when I'm talking, I'm thinking the whole time because I'm just picturing. When I think, I'm picturing. Just pictures just come. Just pictures just come. And right now, I'm gonna be making videos about meditation, power, and looking outside of yourself, basically. So technically, power. I gotta make this video. This is one of the things I have come on to the most, and it has to do with power. And I was telling people a long time ago, do you know that's why people fail? Because of power. So let me break it down. You had this long time ago. It was this nice place. So-called. I could kind of say it's so-called Atlantis, so-called Garden Eden, whatever you want to call it. It's really what happened. But it was all because of power. That's why so many civilizations fail. And it's the repeat. That's why so much knowledge have been taken out, because people have always wanted power. Every time, people have always wanted power. And humans always want the best thing. So they always wanted power. And every time they wanted power, it always crumbled. Every civilization crumbled off of power. This is truth. And basically, what happened is like the immortal beings were here. You had the immortal beings, you had the humans were here. So you had the mermaids, who had the sun portal in the ocean. You had the birds, the bird people. You had the cat people. You had the blue and green people. They all had wings. They all had cat-like eyes, but they can morph like into normal eyes. It was different. They all had different things. There were different beings here, and they all lived in like the same area. There were giant beings. There were beings taller than other beings. There were palaces. There was energy fields. There were people were flying. People were bending elements. People were water, air, everything bending. And basically, it was always because of power that everything fell. So basically, a little thing that happened in the past was, few people wanted that power. They wanted a status. They're like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be the ruler. And then once that came to play, once people wanted to be the ruler, they took over. But it's only one way to rule. If you can't rule with the light, you gotta choose. You gotta rule with the dark. So then, that's when Satan and them came down and started turning people out. By turning people out means they start pulling you to the darkness. And that's why I tell people, some people do have karma from that time, and you have a second chance to repair yourself from that. Just letting you know the truth. But they came down, they started pulling people to different ways and pulling them to the dark. And then you have people who were with the light. And that's how I tell people when I talk about the name serpents. Y'all know it was good ones, right? Like I keep telling y'all that there were some who went dark, and there were good ones. So that's truly what happened, And now we're here, and look where we are today, people. And I think I was like, man, people were flying back then, man. The ground was so moist, you could just go outside and throw seeds on the ground, man. What happened? Trees were so big back then. Mother Earth used to communicate back then better than she does now. I was like, what happened? What truly happened? It's all fell because of power. What? It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was beautiful. Like I said in my other video, my mortal video, that's when we saw we saw it was about to crumble. We had to plan. We plotted ahead of time. Then we came back as many carnations and this and that. And every carnation we took, we always let you know, okay, we're not from here, or this and that. Even this, y'all know people are getting brought back from the dead in the past. Hold on real quick. I gotta turn off this alarm clock. But yeah, do y'all know people were getting brought back from the dead? Like, they usually talk about Christ doing it, but we're more than one Christ being, right? They're more than one Christ being. That's where you have all the other ones. Do you know that they all family, right? You know that they all are true legit family. All these Christ beings that have came here are family, royal family, originals. Do y'all know that, right? Do y'all know that? Do y'all truly know that? That's why I say originals. That's why I say Moors. That's what I'm talking about them. I'm not. Some of y'all don't get what I'm talking about. I'm talking about way, 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 way back. When I'm talking about a lot of old stuff. I'm not talking about okay, the Moors and Europe and this and that. No, I went way back. I went way back. Like I've been deep. I've been doing some deep meditation lately. Just looking at my past lives, and I have seen. Like I said in my other video, I have seen that I've been many forms. I've been so-called Native American. I've been so-called this, so-called that. I've been Asia, India. I've been so many places. And I remember that giant python statue. I remember when I taught y'all this. The people don't get when I talk about the bloods, it was just me. But we taught you a lot of the stuff y'all know now. Everything the Buddhist monks did now, we taught them long time ago. I always been in the palace, a pyramid, everything. I always been teaching. I always lended my hand out. Always. Always. That's just me. And it's like this. I taught a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the Buddhist monk combat now. Hey, when I'm seeing what I'm seeing, whoa. Hey, you can't compare it to the past. The Buddhist monks, and not the Buddha, but the Shaolin monks still do what was doing in the past. So when I talk about different things, you don't know. I'm gonna drop some of your memories back. Do you remember when we used to meditate from sunrise up to when it was down? Do you remember this? Do you remember the blue skin? Do you remember that green skin? Do you remember that red skin? Do you remember the bamboo? Do you remember that giant pyramid in the back in the bamboo? Do you remember this? Do you remember the villages around? Do you remember that? The reason some of you recognize me because I have taught so many of you. The blast, all that. Do you remember that little wind wheel we used to make? That wind wheel. That wheel made a wind. I don't know how to explain it. It was like a wheel and it would just spin and it was wind. And I saw one time one of the times when y'all turned on us. This happened many times. Many cycles you turned. And I remember I had hit somebody with it. And when people get hit with it, they shoot up like missiles. I don't know how to explain it. It's like if the wheel hit your leg, you just shoot up. I was like, whoa, And then I remember the battles in the past I had. When I went to battle and stuff like that, it was more of it wasn't no more. It was. I don't think these battles are even in. And if somebody know, let me know because I had to look this up. Because this was in Asia. There's some battles I've seen that I was like, whoa, There has been a battle when only a few of us had, only like 5. It was like some crazy mess. 5 people just knocking people down like armies and stuff. But we were not killing people. I know this. We were not like die. It's like move out the way. We gotta save them. All I hear is for save my people. You're not gonna hurt my people because people always turn because of power. Always been like that. It's been times we have came down and shown you everything, told you everything before it happened. People don't believe until it happens, just like in the Bible days, if you want to say that. Somebody came and like, okay, this is about to happen. This is about to happen. Nah, that ain't about to happen. Then slowly as to get close to that, well, didn't you just see? I just said it's about to happen. So. Then when it really happens, oh man, it's real. It's real. So I'm sorry. Always been like that. We always been like that. We ever came down and taught you many times and then you started praying to us. Wait, no, don't pray to us. We're family, We're just older. We're just like your older brother and sisters. Like, that's what angels truly are. We're like your older brother and sisters. You're like the babies. We're here to look after our little brothers and sisters. That's how it is. So we can't be out here hating you. We love you, no matter how naive or dumb you are. But no matter what, that's how it was. That's how it was. Like even I took at the time when I see what they did with Satan, the Most High still had love for him when they cast him out. Still had love for him. Anybody that I'm not around, still had love for them. I had to learn from him, from just going back and looking. I said, hey man, they still had love for him. Even back then, all the way back then, I still had a so-called higher self. Oh, y'all don't know how deep this is. Yeah, or myself. Y'all don't know how deep this is. It's like, people, power is what really corrupted everything. Power is the way everything is now. It's like because some people wanted power. No matter what, powers would decline this planet. Earth was different back then. Man, it was different. I'm just picturing. When I saw that energy wheel, when I saw that, I don't know how to do the motion. The monks, Shaolin monks still do it today, but back then when they would do that motion, energy would come up, and make like an energy ball, or energy, or a beam of air, and it would come, and then they could let it, and they'll just sit, and then they control it. You know, that's why when I read certain things and they're talking about, oh, this and that, or these are religious texts, I know exactly what they're talking about because I've seen it. It's like that's why I keep saying, "Oh, I taught you the blast." Yes, I taught you that ancient kung fu. It's a group. We taught you that ancient kung fu. It never left you. It's still in your DNA. It never left you. It's all in here. And then some people later on they're gonna notice, oh, this has been in me the whole time. Whoa, wow. You know, it's been like that. We always been trying to master ourselves. We always been doing this since the past. I always been meditating since the past. And people always ask me, how do you get this? Because I prepared in the past and passed it on down to this self now. And I keep telling people, you didn't do that. That's why it's like that for you. You did not. So you're going to be like, oh, well, he's different. I was always different. From what I'm seeing, I was always different. I was always different. And then I noticed that all the time people always portrayed because of power. They always portrayed you because of power, or they wanted a status, or they wanted this, or they wanted that. It was always want or power. That's what it always was. And right now, when I tell people certain knowledge, I'm doing it because I'm trying to keep you from getting back to that mindset. I want power. That's why some stuff has been wiped off the wall. Some stuff is not in your religious text. That's why there's gaps in your religions. That's why all your religions are one. You gotta combine that. You better combine it, and you're gonna start seeing truth. And it's not just that. You really don't need to combine. You can really just use one religious book and really get back to yourself. Like I saw the Bhagavad Gita, and and that was on point. I seen some other stuff. I seen what Buddha was talking about. I seen some Christians was talking about. Thing with the Christians and all that. It's like it's there, but they just choose what they want to hear. And it's not just that. It's just people in many religions. They just choose what they want to hear. Only way to really master yourself, you have to get back to self. You have to get back to that natural evolving form inside of you. You will naturally want to evolve, just like the Shaolin monk. They just naturally want to get better. That's supposed to be your way. You're not supposed to be at a standstill ever. You're supposed to naturally want to get better and grow. That's the only way to get out of here. You gotta grow. In order to become a higher dimensional being, you gotta grow into that higher dimensional being. And that's why only so many people are going to leave, because to me, I'm already a higher dimensional being, people. This is nothing new. I passed this test many times. Now they say if you can pass this test, let's see how worthy you are. That's why I keep saying, are you worthy? That's why I keep saying, light workers, are you worthy? The people that's what I talk about, light workers who channel and this and that. Are you worthy? Do you know they did that in the past? Do you know they was like, all right, I'm a power. I'm gonna communicate with the dark. They did this. That's why I say, are you worthy? Only way to know if you're worthy is get back to yourself. And people think when I mean worthy, they not getting what I'm trying to say. I mean, get back to yourself. Find that love inside of you. And once you find that love inside of you, you'll get those connections. Once you get those connections, you will grow. Once you grow, you will know. Then you will know how worthy you are. You'll be like, you are worthy. Continue to grow. Continue to grow. That's just how it is. So telling people, it's always been about power. Now I hear people talking about, oh, how you open your third eye. How do you do the aura? How you astral projection? How you see this? Why you worry about that? Before I tell people all the time, before you even get to that, master yourself. But people don't want that. They want power, so they go buy drugs. They go buy binaural beats, and then they try to open up the third eye, first eye. They try to open it up forcefully, and you're not supposed to do that because you have to get you're really destroying your brain. You really have to get your body together first. Get your emotions balanced. You can't be doing none of this stuff and you're emotionally unbalanced. You can't do that. If you're emotionally unbalanced, you cannot do that. That's what I keep telling people all the time. But some people, though, they don't like taking the hard way up. They don't want to take those steps. That's the only way up, is that emotional. You got to get past those emotions. If you can't, you're not going to get there. It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to master emotions. You got to be some way I can just go out and do it. No. I ask people all the time, everything I learned by myself before I even read a book. The books are inside of you. Some of you were these scribes and everything. All the information you wrote is still in your DNA. You just gotta activate it. That's why you have to get closer to yourself or your higher self, your conscience, because he will bring it or she will bring it out of you. You'll be like, oh my goodness, this was in me the whole time? Why did it just come out now? Because you're getting back close to yourself. You're loving yourself. And the more you love yourself, the more knowledge that comes out of you. But some people are looking outside of themselves. All they want to do is, this and that. I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm a this, I'm a that. Even though you are a this or a that, do you really love yourself before you say you're this, you're that? Do you really love yourself? Because people keep talking about the nigga serpent thing. People keep coming on, oh, what about nigga serpent? And I said, people, the only reason I know the truth about the nigga and this and that because of the past. Y'all don't know. The stuff y'all gonna see on these walls is not gonna be how some of the stuff that's truth. And that's what bothers me. I'm like, man, it's like so much stuff has been taken out. Man, people are saying, even the revelations in the Bible, they have gaps in the revelations. Gaps. I was like, oh man, they didn't show them that part. Oh man, they didn't show them that part. Oh man, they didn't show them that part. But when those higher dimensional beings come with these cat-like features, these serpent-like eyes and all that, nigga, like, oh snap, whoa, angels look like this? Yeah, they're higher dimensional beings. Like I said, like a Naruto, serpent eyes. Some have canine teeth, some have wings. They're like a complete being. They don't need their wings to fly. They have light shit. Why would you need your wings to fly? But it's just part of becoming that complete being. And their skin changed, like it's crazy. Their skin can change like different colors. Like it's like they're morphed. Like they just constantly can morph. It's weird. I don't know how to explain this, but it's crazy. But so telling people, I know a lot about what they're talking about in these religious texts. I do, because I was there. That's all I have to say. Now it's like we back again. But all of us are bad. But we're only came here to get our people now. We already know who our people are. So in the past, we was telling everybody, hey, this and that, hey, and this and that. Now we're back. Finish this up. Let's get out of here. Mission done. We got our people. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's come back and purify this place. Because repeat this cycle. Father, give them another chance. Father, please, give them a chance. I know you have love for them. Just let them know. Show them the truth, Father. Show them the truth. That's how it is, That's why I keep telling people about everything, because that's what I get bothered with. People are like, tell me about this, or tell me about this, or tell me about that. Do y'all know the people who were like that were the ones who turned because of power, because the more knowledge and wisdom they gained, they started creating a status, and the more status they created power with the status. The more power they created, they wanted people they try to create their own rulership thing, and the more they try to create their own rulership thing, they always crumble. And when it always crumble, it always backfired on everybody else. Just like now, see how this crumbled and it's gonna backfire on everybody in the world? This is nothing new. This has been a repeat. Do y'all know it always been somebody turning on somebody in the past, always because of power? You could look at Malcolm X. You could look at Christ. You could look at this. You could look at everybody was turned on in the past. Why haven't y'all caught on to that? You think we haven't learned from our mistakes in the past? You don't get that. We're not gonna come like, oh man, they turned on us. Man, they turned on us. All we can do is love them, man. No matter how much they turn. Even when we knew they was gonna turn, all we could do is love them. Even when Christ knew somebody was gonna turn on him, all he could do is love them. That's all you can do is love them. All you can do is love them. All you can do is love. You got that tough love, and you got that, gentle love. Sometimes you got to give people that tough love. They got to get it. If you want the best from them, you got to do what's best for them. If they don't see that you love them, I see. But if you don't see that somebody love you, if you don't see that somebody looking out for you, if you don't see that somebody doing stuff for you, people don't look at people. That's how I know people who are used to love and people who are not. If people are not used to love, they look at love like you're not doing this for me. You're not doing that. You're not doing this for me. But I've been there for you. I have fed you. I have done this. I have looked out for you. I have done this. But some people don't look at that. They don't look at that. They look at it like, no, if you love me, you would do this for me. Do you even know what love is? You don't even love yourself. So you don't know what love is? I love myself. I know what love is. My family helped me learn what love is. It's it just bothers me, people. It does. It just bothers me because it's like now people are seeing all the stuff that's going on in the world, and they still don't get that this stuff is going to happen. And people, when I was telling them, they thought I was manifesting it, because light workers kind of threw people off, and that's why and that's why I feel bad for light workers because there are some good people who they just got dabbed into the wrong thing, and they set that up for a reason. They'll choose those certain people from the past. They set it up to pull you in from the past. The bird knows who you are. Just letting you know that right now. So yeah, people have love. Be happy, be thankful. Just be thankful. You have no reason to complain out here. If you know this type of knowledge, you have no reason to complain. Nobody know this type of stuff, but they out here complaining. Sometimes I wish it's some gentle, nice people. I wish you knew this and do this kind of stuff. But it's like no matter what, they're not gonna listen to me. But they're just so good-hearted people. They're gonna be good though. They have a good heart. It's like, but have they fully mastered their emotions, their mentality, their mental side? Because right now, their emotions are really gonna be what's gonna start taking over you. Have you really mastered that emotional side of you? Have you really? Have you really? And there are people who think about the system, who think about this, or who think they know this and think they know that. All I gotta say is, just learn from everybody. If you watch my videos right now, if you don't have to take in the history. You don't have to take in none of that. All you need to take in is doing right and growing as a being. You know, Before I even heard about being vegan or vegetarian and stuff, I heard it from so many people. Heard it from the Buddhist nuns. They're like, you should check this out. I heard it from people at the Hare Krishna temple. You should check this out. I heard it so many times. The people were like, they're vegan or this, or vegetarian. Before I even took, like, man, why do you do this? Man, this and that. You know, I used to like meat. What's the matter with meat? But then I had to wake up and see, because even I knew I said killing is wrong. And then I had like killing is wrong, but why are you eating death? Why are you eating it? Why are you eating other kills? That's why I say at Silent Time, like some of these stuff have rituals on it. Some of this stuff is like the slaughterhouse is technically a ritual. So now does that come from that meat that they have put on in that ritual from that abuse and all that has been passed on down to you? Because it's like, hey, you bought it, you ate it, you know. That's why I was like that. So people need to, when I talk about being vegan, look at the bigger picture. Don't look at it like, okay, he's trying to make me vegan. Why? Always look at the big picture. I'm not gonna think for you. You have to think for yourself. You have your own brain. I'm not gonna be out here and like guiding you like this and guiding you like that. I give you what you need to grow. All you need to grow is what you need to grow. People keep asking me to teach them this, teach them that. You don't need that. How is that going to help you? That's not going to help you at all. You need to master yourself, and when you master yourself, it will come. If that's in you, it will come out. It will. But people don't see that. They just want power, 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 power. I love everybody. I love everybody. It just bothers me though. It just bothers me how I look at power, how Earth used to be, and how messy they got it. How it bothers me, for real. It does bother me. It just bothers me. It bothers me how I try to help people, but people don't see I'm trying to help them. You know, that bothers me too. You know, so people just know I'm out here looking for you. So yeah, this is Son of Aquarius, and have a good day.